All right, we got Bean Cheeks here with the $10 super chat. Girl in white and pink bunny ears. I'm cis PMP. The fuck is this? Do you know what that is?
Oh, he's a security architect. I get what you mean in the privacy. Shouldn't have said your September date though. I know, trust me, I know. It was a big mistake I made, and then I consulted with my former, partners at my cybersecurity firm, and they were like, hey, just don't give any other important information out.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess he's backing you up on that one.
I guess she wasn't the captain.
Yo, Bean Cheeks, thank you for the $20 super chat. Damn, if a cybersecurity person can do OnlyFans, I have hope for myself. Keep an eye out. Feet pics coming in hot.
Get out of that. Get out of that programmer dungeon and into LA, baby.
Boom. There you go. All right, we have Davon Jackson here. $10 super chat. Friends who fuck me sometimes. I believe this is.
Okay. I want to clarify. I'm gonna clarify really quickly. I'm not okay. Hookup brief terms. I don't have sex with all these guys. Like, definitely not. Just clarifying. It's
Stop
not,
the cap.
No. I'm being so serious. Like I feel like that's weird because
When's the last time you hooked up with one of your friends?
last time,
last night.
winter break. But
Last winter break?
No.
Or this winter break?
Wait, like last time I had sex with one of my friends.
Yeah.
I've never had sex with any of my friends.
Well, you just.
So I'm saying hook up as in brief terms because like I feel like. Okay, I shouldn't say hook up.
What
just
should
like
you
getting with, like I don't know. I've like.
Making out?
Yeah.
There
we go. Making out with my friends.
It was just a kiss.
Stop the cap.
No, I'm being so serious. Like, can you imagine if I'm like going through my entire guy friends and I'm having sex with all of them? Like, no, that's weird.
You know what's funny? Europeans say making out is hooking up.
I consider.
That's true, actually. In
Wait.
Croatia, it's the same way.
That's the weirdest thing I've
Yeah.
ever heard, but no, yeah.
Actually, no, you're right. When I think hooking up, I think sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You made out, you didn't hook
Have
up.
you had
Some
sex with
clarifying.
any of them?
Not my friends.
Okay,
Not
so just
friends.
random IV dudes or those you have sex with your friends.
Yeah,
because
because I feel like I feel like it's like so intimate to do with like my friends. You know what I mean? Like maybe if I got there in the level like later, if I was like talking to them, whatever. But like I feel like it's weird to have sex with your friends.
as opposed to strangers.
Yeah, but like
Make
I'm
that
not
make
going around. Like I'm
sense?
really not going around like having sex with all these people. Like
Sure.
it's
Okay.
just like time and place and yeah, I don't know.
If it fits
young,
into
you're in
everybody's
college.
schedule, why not?
Like it, I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to come back really quickly to something you said. You said that, so on the date, you'll offer to pay,
Yeah.
but if the guy takes you up on the offer,
Yeah.
you will do it, but you will kind of be like, the fuck?
Well, it's
It
just
was
it's just a bit of a turn off. I'm saying if someone like pays for it, he's like higher in my books than if we actually split it.
So, can I ask you guys a question? Is communication important?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how do you reconcile what you just said with like communication being important? Because you're quite literally not like
That's the first
communicating.
lie.
That's
Like
That's the first
that's it's
Just
like,
because you get a turn off doesn't mean you're not communicating.
Yeah,
No,
that's
but-
not communicate. Like I'm just saying, it's a bit of a turn off. That's not communicating.
But that would be frustrating for me if someone offered to do something and I took them up on it in good faith, and then they were upset or I got negative brownie points because I accepted their offer. I'd rather just you not even offer, to be honest.
But I'm like
Agreed.
I'm a polite person. Like that's like what I would do.
Well, the polite thing would be
regardless.
to mean what you say, and if you say that you're okay, like you're offering a split, if someone takes you up on it, you should probably.
It is bullshit to take brownie points away if they do say, yeah, we can split it. It is bullshit. But I do appreciate the offer, but I won't let you do it. But if we do split it for whatever reason, I know you're going to take the points away, and that's bullshit.
Well, no, because you said that you wouldn't ever do it on a first date. Like if we're dating, yeah, like I'm splitting the bill. Like, but I'm saying the first date. If someone asked me on a first date, like
You just can't expect a second date if you do that. Like if you actually split it, you got a 50-50 chance of getting that second date for that 50-50 bill.
yeah.
I think there's never going to be like a set medium between people. Like I feel like it's preference. Like some people prefer to like break the traditions and like go for half and half, which is like respectable. But then there's obviously like people who prefer like the traditional role of men paying for the first date, and it just depends on who it is.
They're
you know?
very
I think it just
traditional.
goes back to who's asking who out.
Right.
If I'm asking a
Okay.
dude out, like I'll
That's
pay.
important.
And
too.
you're not saying you're not okay with paying.
Yeah, I'm
you're
not.
saying they
Right.
asked you
They
out.
asked me out.
Right.
They're taking the initiative. So if they were communicating right, they want to take you out.
I also think that dating in general is an investment, not only financially, but emotionally and mentally. So I feel like if you're not in a place for all three, not saying that you're going to be doing it the whole time, but if you're asking someone out with the intention of investing in them, whether it be mentally, romantically, emotionally, or all of the above,
What about physically? What if that's the only reason you ask the man on a date?
so that's still an investment. All investments considered under the same umbrella.
That's so interesting, though, because if you are only interested in the physical, right?
I'm just saying it happens. It happens.
It happens, right. So in this scenario, you're only interested in the physical, right? And you say you always pay for your dates, right? It's an exchange.
Hold on. Okay, I'm just going to come in here just to move things along. So just to kind of, you mentioned who should pay. Whoever asks should pay. So around the table really quick, who do you think should pay on the first date?
You can split, but it's nice if he pays.
Same view with me. Splitting the bill is fine, but if they want to pay, it's a nice gesture.
Okay, so who pays?
I mean, if I offer to split the bill, they say, yeah, let's split it. That's
We split
fine.
it, yeah.
But it is nice when someone wants to take care of you, wants to take you out.
It'll give
Okay,
me
so-
a special feeling after.
Okay, so regardless of whoever asks, you should just your stance is whoever it should be split. Regardless of who asks, just
Splitting
split.
the bill is fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I also kind of think it's like whoever
Into the mic,
asks.
please.
Sorry. I think it depends on who asked. The more polite thing is like if you asked me on a date, it would be more polite for you to pay for it, but I'm still going to offer and I'm still down to split that cost. But I do, like, if I ask someone out, I'm going to pay for it. Like, it goes both ways. Like, if I slide into
That's
someone's
fair.
DMs and I'm like, yeah, I want to go to dinner, I'm not going to expect them to pay, and I'm not going to, like, try to 50-50 it.
That's very fair.
I agree. If I ask, I'm paying. If the guy asks, he's paying.
I mean, you know where I stand, but I think we're all agreeing.
Here, just
We're all
straight.
We're
into
all
the mic.
like, we would split, but it is nice if they pay. I think that's like what everyone is saying.
Yeah.
Okay, but so
Because everyone's like, we'll split, but
I think rather than taking brownie points away if they don't pay, they get brownie points if they want to treat you. if
It's
they wanna
literally a
pay.
cup
Yeah.
half full versus empty situation. It's the same thing.
okay.
I think it's a case-by-case basis.
On what?
On what?
I mean, I'd probably be less inclined to want to split with somebody that I was on a horrible date with, or somebody that was disrespectful or didn't treat me well.
You'd
Like-
be less inclined
I would
to
be
split.
more
I would be
inclined.
more. That's
Get
well,
out of my face.
Pay for
No,
it.
I mean,
I don't owe you nothing.
no, it's on me.
and because I've gone both ways. Like I have paid for dates, and I have had dates paid for. I've split. It just, like I said, it depends on the connection, in my opinion.
See, I am just too much of a gentleman, and I pride myself on that. I grew up always being a fan of the James Bond movies and the James Bond lifestyle. I mean, that's why I love wearing suits. I'm 27 now, and I've always wanted to be in a stage of my life where I wear a suit because I want to, not because I have to. So being a gentleman is part of, I believe in gender roles. So picking up the first bill, opening the car door, stuff you should do. If you want to court a woman, a high value woman, this is what you do.
Okay, so a couple of you guys said whoever asks should pay, right? Some of you would maybe agree with that. Whoever asks should pay. That. So I'm gonna ask, have you ever asked a guy out on a date?
Yes.
And I paid.
Yeah,
Stop the
same.
cap.
I have.
I have not.
But earlier you said that whoever asks should pay.
Yeah, well, I've never actually gone on a date, so
Oh, all right.
Right.
that's just in the future.
Rip.
Maybe.
Okay, in the future.
Rip.
It's in the works. Okay.
Would you pay
If
you
I asked, 100% I'd pay.
Okay. You've never been on a date. That's fair. I mean, you are in college. I feel like how most interactions go in college. It's like meet at the party, come over, blah blah blah. So go ahead.
Yeah, I've asked someone on a date.
Okay.
Yeah, I have, and I've paid before.
All right. Okay. All right.
Stop the
There's
cap.
a lot of cap in here.
There's no cap.
Y'all don't ask. Come on. All right. Let me get these soup chats here. Okay. So did we do? Oh, we did that one. Okay. We got Zorsloss with the $10 soup chat. Ladies, are you a 304? Do you want to be a 304? So why do women defend promiscuity with their life when you know it's wrong? Promiscuous woman equals 304. A man equals a 304. Maker, your past body count matters to a man. Yeah. Do you want me to ask this? Do any of you want to be promiscuous?
I want to be perceived as slightly promiscuous on
Straight.
I want to be perceived as slightly more promiscuous than I am, because I naturally am not at all. On my social media, because it increases the money that I make month by month, and but I have very strong boundaries where I'm like, I can't do this because it makes me feel weird. I could never actually film myself can we say that, masturbating or anything like that, because it's more like personal and stuff. So I feel like I want to be more promiscuous because I think it would make me money. I should learn how to be more promiscuous, but at the current moment, I'm not.
Wait, just curious for the two that are content creators. Are you guys okay disclosing how much you guys make from OF or your content creation total?
Like monthly or yearly or?
Monthly, yearly. You can give a range.
Averages.
Yeah, I don't care.
Best one.
I was making like 21K a month.
Okay.
My best month has been like 34K.
34K?
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers to that. Okay. So do you want to be promiscuous?
No.
I mean, I'm not going to be like sleeping around, but I do think it's important to be open about your sexuality. Like, I'm going to talk about it on the internet. I'm going to talk to my friends about it, but I'm not like fucking everyone.
Yeah, no. Let's just to have fun, but not in too much,
Sure.
No.
Was the question to be was the question to be asked was the question asked do you want to be perceived as promiscuous, or do you want to be promiscuous?
Do you want to actually be promiscuous?
No,
Okay.
not at this moment.
All right. I suppose that addresses Zorsloss' question.
I guess I answered wrong then, because I want to be
Don't worry about
perceived
it.
as
Don't worry about it. Beating cheeks with the $10 soup chat. Cybergirl, why would you leave the cybersecurity world where it is extremely profitable, less demeaning, and very respectable for OF? That is the complete opposite and shameful to your hubby prospects.
Very interesting question. Okay, I get this all the time. So basically, I was making a fraction of what I make at my cybersecurity job. I was grinding there for 3 years. Alex is a witness to this, and constantly complaining about how I was working overtime and not really getting anywhere. The company was all men except for me, and it was a struggle. And then I started doing content creation first, not lewd, just doing cosplays and stuff. Did really well. Made a Patreon, started making 3 times what I was making monthly at my cybersecurity job, but I kept that job for 6 months until I had a solid savings that could get me through a year without any job. And then I switched to fully doing OF, and then my income just took off. I started making 10, sometimes 15 times more than what I was making there, and yeah.
All right. Davon Jackson, thank you for the $20 super chat. Beating cheeks is not wrong. Thank you, man. Beating cheeks with a $50 super chat. Thank you, man. I'll spend more money on this podcast than on any OF or first dates, and I'm disease-free, successful. Oh, okay, this was the TTS. Hey, Beating cheeks. Thank you, man. Really appreciate the support. Yo, Frankie K, thank you for the $10 super chat. OF girls, are you concerned about how a man might feel about your current hustle? Would you ever tell him? And are you looking for anything serious right now, or are you going to wait until after you hit the wall?
Do you want to answer first?
Yeah, so I am always super open about what I do for work. I'm not going to hide that just because I know that it is a deal breaker for a lot of people. I have been my 5-year relationship. He knew what I did and it made him super uncomfortable. And so I ended the relationship because in the same way that I wouldn't tell someone, like, if they have a travel job that they need to get rid of that because I don't like them being gone. Like, someone's not going to tell me and have me follow through with limiting my job prospects. So, like, I always disclose it. It has been a problem before, but I feel like if someone's going to judge me for my content creation, especially as a lewd creator, like, that's silly and that's not someone I want to associate with.
I'm kind of the same way. I immediately disclose that I'm a content creator, and I've only had people show interest in helping shoot for me. I think that it helps, honestly, if I'm being very, very honest, that I don't do full nudity or any pornographic content. I think that makes the men I date more comfortable with it, and I think it also helps that I haven't dated a lot of people and that I'm, in general, just, like, risless. So, they, I think, sense my awkwardness and realize that it's just a way to make money for me and not really anything else.
Sweet.